Okay guys, now remember we're a bridge from old earth to new earth, and this is what we do not want to be doing. Look at this. I want you to see this. There is a beer can in here. And what we pack in, we pack out. We know we have respect for this because, you know what? This is creating with integrity of the light. All right, guys, so check this out. This is what beavers can do. Look at their craftsmanship. Like, I never seen anything like this in my life. It's just spectacular. A little hard work, a lot of hard work, and look what you can do. Hey guys, welcome. Now look at this beautiful, beautiful space. Like, wow, I feel so, good. And like that we're sharing this together. Thank you guys for sharing this with me. Thank you guys for sharing this with us, right? We're linking up. Now, the message is right now, and I'm just gonna be shuffling the cards in the background, guys. Open your arms. And right now I know what's going on is this everything. It's just like everyone's in a, it feels like everyone's kind of in a war. There's a spiritual war going on. I know. And we're caught in it because we're part of it. And we're activating and we're having truths reflected back to us. And what if I've seen anything right now, it's to love. Just to love. Like, so many of us, where's our intention if our heart is in the right place? We're just really, a lot of people are in fear and trying to push their beliefs on others, and just got to hang tight with our beliefs with the light. And you know, if you're feeling called to go with nature, guys, go with nature. If you're feeling called to go within, go within. If you're feeling called to create with fantasy, create with fantasy. That's the time we're in. It doesn't mean to get lost in our illusions, but we have to start creating with some of this fantasy in order to create the new. It's like, you know, we're creating in this fantasy land and dreaming of the new, dreaming of the positive, dreaming of this expansion, and then we start manifesting and calling it in. We gotta dream again. And we gotta get back to the earth. We gotta get back to, you know, simpler times. And that doesn't mean we're not still looking at technology. That doesn't mean we're not still looking at science. That doesn't mean we're not still looking at the new. Yes, but we were restoring balance through getting back to nature, back to life. The feminine energy, Mother Earth. Speaking of feminine energy, the High Priestess, we're going within the dark. But this dark is very light. This space is connected to where we are right now. That's what they're telling me. There's a message that's going to be communicated here to us. It's connected to the Two of Cups. It's connected to love, masculine and feminine, the equality. Yin and Yang, we're restoring balance. The feminine is rising. It's connected to the Four of Wands. It's connected to New Earth. That's what they're showing me. I love this Witch's Tarot, guys. This is my Elements Tarot. Guys, I swear, we're going to just keep seeing the Pentacles energy. This is just the time we're in. We're grounding things. Okay, so we're facing our fears, and we have the Nine of Swords and death. We have the Scorpion energy helping us to face our fears and transform, to rise from the old to the new. We have to face our fears, and that's going to unlock something. And what it's unlocking, remember, the Eight of Wands is enough energy to start a car. It's connected to the King of Pentacles. And we've got the King of Pentacles every single reading, or the Queen of Pentacles. And that's going to restore justice. And we're going within with the Hermit. But this is, at the end of the day, this is all about healing. We're defending ourselves. We're defending our healing. We're defending... Like, you know, part of... I had a tower moment, speaking of the tower. And I was feeling very caught in the Eight of Swords. And how do I face my truth with the Knight of Swords? And you know what, guys? No matter what negative we're seeing right now, in order to move forth, it's like, what can we do to help? Rather than what we can do, like, yes, we can keep pointing fingers to point out the problem all we want, but we can keep doing that. We can get stuck in that space. But what can we do to help? What can we do positive to help? What can we do positive to shift? And it just has to be a little shift. It just has to be a little trickle. Okay? Like, think about it like this. You know what? We have this big fabric we're weaving, okay? It's like this big, massive blanket of humanity. But you just get one thread that breaks and everything frays. And then, you know, that whole blanket can just get a hole in it. And then before long, things are torn. We're torn. United, we are, but what are we united in? Are we united in kindness? Are we united in tolerance? Are we united, like, okay, maybe you're in fear right now of the unknown. Maybe you're in fear of sickness. Maybe you're in fear of the old. Maybe you're in fear of death. Maybe you're in fear of all this stuff. But, like, is your heart in the right place? Like, you're just a good person, right? Like, sometimes we just have to understand people, you know, why are they acting the way they're acting out of fear? Now, it doesn't mean that they can come and hurt us. You know, this is where we're still in the energy of the dolphin. And guys, someone needs to hear this message today, and it's going to help us move forth and do soul purification. Guys, we're putting down our burdens of new earth. We are the guys that are on the spiritual front lines. We just understand. We're moving forth with our truths. And our truths are within. Our connection is within. The Ten of Wands and the Knight of Swords is here with the Page of Wands. And this is our connection to Leo season. But it's the energy of youth with the Page of Wands. So we've done some inner child healing, and there's a something's coming forth here. There's an activation. Now we have counterparts. We're going to find out what it is. We're going to find out what it's connected to right now. We're going to the magic of you. No, they're not telling me that. They're telling me we're going to this. We're going to see what it's connected to. We're going to get a quick shuffle. What is this connected to? What is being activated here? Something's being activated. It's connected to the Nine of Swords, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. But the Page of Wands is helping to set it free. What is happening here? Okay. Let's see what it is. Neptune and Cancer. And it's connected to Libra. So we're working to restore balance through our feelings. Our feelings and our fantasies are connected. Our feelings are helping us to restore balance. We need to dream again. This is healthy fantasizing, like we all have. This is dreaming. This is like creative thought, guys. I like to use the word fantasy because sometimes there's nothing to get wrong with getting lost in a fantasy land. It's just that we have to come back. We have to restore balance. Like, that's what getting lost in the 5D is so much of the time. Then we come back We build here in the 3D, and that's why the King of Pentacles is here to remind us that that's what we're doing. That's the message, to restore balance. And you know, the swords had a message for me. The swords is healing. The sun energy is healing with the mother energy. This is helping us to restore balance as well. And you know, the element air just itself, period, is very powerful. We found that out on the last reading. Yes, water spirit was there, but it was the element of air that blew over the camera and knocked it into the riverbed. And guys, the camera was smashed and broken. That's the power of wind, air. And there's a balance that's being restored right now. And that's the connection to Cancer. There's the water energy with the air. So we have the mother and sun energy, because we know the swords is the sun energy. Pentacles being daughter, fire being father. And yes, the water being mother. So we're working with Cancer, our emotions connected to our truths, and we are balancing out. We're balancing out our emotions with our truths, with our thoughts. All right, guys. The magic of you. What's being activated here? The Lord of Karma is also here, guys. Like, I just gotta say, the Lord of Karma, Saturn, is here. To help us balance out our karmic scales, to help us activate with our wisdom. Pause in your journey. And it's connected to everything in perfect balance. Pause in your journey. When a page is drawn, it may feel like life has been split down the middle. The corresponding card in traditional tarot decks is the Tower. Well, look at that, and we've received the Tower. This process can be traumatizing and painful, but all meaningful change comes after a time of great destruction. A clearing out of the old to make way for the new, and this is the time we're in. Just like volcanoes and earthquakes will violently rock the planet to create new continents, cataclysmic and destructive events in our personal lives will bring new opportunities for growth and evolution. The act of purging makes way for the eventual new path of action. However, a quiet period of breakdown and decay is also essential for regeneration and rebirth on every level, physical, mental, and spiritual. And this is literally the time we're in. Now, this man is torn, but the flowers of inspiration are slowly blooming around him and within him as he pauses in his journey. Take peace and solace right now. Wait before you make your next move. New developments are ahead. A sign will appear. Like the bird poised on the man, it is drinking the nectar to pollinate. You and your life are growing, becoming. And there's our connection to the hummingbird and the bumblebee. And we know we're on that path because that's part of the twin flame path and journey. Now, this is all about having a ritual. We're going to create a comfortable space, and of course we need a comfortable space to help raise the vibration. We're not going to be stuck in our pain, putting our pain into the grid and feeding that to the collective. We're going to be stuck in positive mind frame. We're going to be stuck in healing. We're going to be stuck in positivity. What is the vibe and creating, what does it look like for New Earth? What does this positive shift look like And we need a sacred space, a healing space in order to do this, to help hold this vibe, to help us shift. This is mission work, okay? Create a worry-free space that is comfortable. Soft blankets, cushions, candlelight, warm herbal teas, soothing music. Rest your mind, body, and soul. Pause in your journey. Return to the space at least twice a day for a period of 7 days until the next full moon to help your mind and soul heal. Give space to the world around you to make the changes needed for when you are ready to re-emerge into the rest of your life's journey. And this is the time we're in. This is the message from the moon. This is also how we're going to use the King of Pentacles energy to help us ground love, because that's, you know, the energies and gifts of Taurus, okay? Everything in perfect balance. The girl of Ionia is the embodiment of beautiful thinking. Her crown of thorns and leaves indicates that she understands through her journeys of pleasure and pain that she is ultimately free. Everything is in perfect balance, and as her soul takes flight, the moon halo around her head signifies a healthy mind, emotionally balanced, rational in all its highs and lows. Now the moon is speaking to us again, and the moon is right there over top of my shoulder, right over top of that mountain. La Luna speaking, guys. Now, the death card, and there it is, and there's our connection to the death card. Is her sister card. When she appears, it is a sign of a current or impending endings and ensuing inevitable rebirth. Mortal contemplation is a spiritual practice that has the potential to heal, instruct, and connect us to the source of our being. The practice of contemplating our own death is healthy and essential in order to die meaningful and mindfully. There is only one thing equally magnificent to our death, and that is our birth. Both are grand gateways to the source of all creation. Everything in life, good and bad, has a beginning, middle, and an end. Graciously allow things to pass and merge into the universal cauldron of creation for your rebirth. And guys, this is also many of us too that join here. We face death, right? So when we're facing our fear of sickness or death or mortality thrown in front of our face, we hold that charge. We get that that's just part of it. We faced our death. It's part of our story. It's part of our story here. We're born, we die, because we're just holding the real charge of life. Okay, like it's like we're starseeds, we're twin flames. So we're coming in and we're looking at things from a different perspective, just sometimes what it is. Like sometimes an apple just grows the way it does. It grows in a certain pattern. It grows in a certain form to be an apple. And a lot of what is happening right now is just we're observing things like we're not human, but we are human. And just how do we shift it? How do we change it? Like, what are our patterning? What is our patterning that we need to shift? What is our patterning that we need to change? And we just need to think about these things and just like understand, like, yes, it's sad, we have a death story, but we have to face it, and we can face it positively, and then we could shift that. And then maybe we don't have to fear death so much. Maybe we can celebrate it more. Maybe we could honor it more. And yes, more and more people do, but guys, a lot of people are still stuck. So we're just holding this charge, we're holding this knowledge, we're holding this information for the collective. And hey, if you don't resonate with this, this is not part of your mission work, this is not part of your path. Now, this is so beautiful, guys. I gotta go and talk to La Luna. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I look forward to seeing you again soon as we continue healing. Take care.